Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Animal Farming Function 2, Lecture 19. Today we will discuss about the reproduction and development. Now, advantages and disadvantages of asexual reproduction. You are well known aware about the asexual reproduction in the last lecture. Now, we will discuss about the advantages and disadvantages. The predominance of asexual reproduction in some invertebrates can be partially explained by the environment in which they live. So, as you are well known aware about the marine environment is very stable. There is no change in temperature at rapid rate, no change in salinity or oxygen rate. So very stable environment, and in this stable environment animals can live very easily, even if they have asexual reproduction or if they have the common genes or less variety. This stable environment favors this type of reproduction because a combination of genes matches the relatively unchanging environment is advantage over a great number of gene combinations, many of which do not match the environment. If environment is stable, then animal with particular set of genes can live in the environment easily, and if they have the variety, day by day their genes change, their combinations change, then it will be more difficult for those new arrival species to live in this environment if they are not capable. Here you can see is the environment, the sea environment. You can see here many invertebrates are there, many vertebrates are there. So coral reef is there, fishes, turtles. If you compare the marine environment to other habitats, asexual reproduction is seasonal. So there will be a particular season in which sexual reproduction takes place, and normally it is the time period when the environment is predictably hospitable or have the favorable conditions. Weather is very pleasant, no harsh temperature is normal. In the spring season, in the autumn season, animals to reproduce asexually, basically they produce a large number of progeny with identical characteristics. A large number of animals well adapted to given environment can be produced only if one parent is present. So if environment is very friendly, then animals can reproduce asexually by only a single parent. There is no need of another parent, the second one. If they are well adapted to the environment, then it will be very good for them. Here you can see the starfish. If you cut the starfish by cutting its central disc part along with the arm, then the cutting portion will be regenerated. Also, if you cut the arm with the central disc, then that arm with the central disc will convert into a new starfish. Here you can see there are many starfishes generated from the single one having the same features. Without the tremendous genetic variability bestowed by meiosis and sexual processes, population of genetically identical animals stands a greatly increased chance devastated by a single disease or long drought. So, if animals have the same genetic combinations, then if disease come, it will be more chance for those animals to eliminate easily, as if they have no resistance to this disease, or if they face the drought condition, then it will be very difficult for them, because there is no natural selection, there is no genetic variability, there is no choice for the nature. So either all will survive or other all will die off. A given line of asexually reproducing animals can cope with a changing environment. Relatively rare spontaneous mutations, alternation in genetic material prove to be beneficial. So, if environment change, then sometime individual may have mutations, and because of these mutations, animals survive very easily. Sometimes mutations are beneficial, will provide them very extra characteristics, but sometimes mutations are detrimental or lethal. So, disadvantages of asexual reproduction is that all such mutations will pass to the progeny along with the normal and unmutated genes. Whereas in such asexual reproduction, you have same set of genes in the parent and the offspring. Whereas in the asexual reproduction, the genes from the one parent and the other parent will mix, and offspring will have a new set of genes. So there is chance to eliminate the mutations. Consequently, the typical asexual animal may have only one good copy of hereditary genes, whereas in sexual reproduction, animals have two good copies of hereditary genes. One on the homologous chromosomes may be a mutated form, non-functional, potentially lethal, and animal will have nothing to do. Now, sexual reproduction in invertebrates. In sexual reproduction, offspring have unique combinations of genes inherited from two parents, one from the male, one from the female, or sperms from the male, eggs from the female. Sexual unions are somewhat different from parents, and siblings have the genetic diversity. As you are different from your parents, you are different from your siblings. In the same way, invertebrates have different genetic combinations or different genetic makeup than their parents, than their siblings. Here you can see there are two arthropods having sexual interaction. They are going to reproduce. Each new individual represents a combination of traits derived from two parents, because syngamy, that is fusion of gametes, or fertilization, that is unites one gamete from each parent, from male, from female, egg and sperms, will unite and will form a different combination from the parents. Sexual reproduction is very important. So, animal use strategies and different type of structures. Invertebrates are overwhelming. Now, fertilization. Fertilization is basically the union of gametes from male, from female, or egg and sperms. So, animals may have external fertilization, may have internal fertilization. In external fertilization, animal will unite their gametes outside the body. Many invertebrates, like sponges, like corals, release their gametes into water in which they live. and broad cause spawning. It means that they produce lot of sperms and that those sperms will go toward the eggs, allowing external fertilization to occur. Here you can see external fertilization. They produce many eggs in water because harsh environmental conditions may destroy the eggs or predators may eat the eggs and the chance of fertilization is low. So there will be more sperms, there will be more eggs. Here you can see the cluster of eggs. Then the gonads present in the invertebrates are simple or sometimes transient structures for releasing the gametes from the body. So they have various arrangements to transfer the sperms to outside the body. That includes coelomic ducts or metanephridia. Metanephridia also used for the excretory products. Then sperm ducts that transfer the sperm from testes to the outside body, or they have the oviducts. Oviducts transfer the eggs from ovaries to outside the body. Here you can see sexual reproduction that includes external fertilization. External fertilization usually requires a medium such as water, which the sperm can use to swim toward the eggs. External fertilization usually occurs in aquatic invertebrates, fish and amphibians. In case of vertebrates, here you can see the lot of eggs are released by the animals and then larvae are producing.